Hi, this is Lori Hiscock over at Ruoff Mortgage. Thank you so much for talking with me about your interest in buying a home. I'm so happy to be able to help you take this step and try to make it as smooth and low stress for you as I possibly can. You are applying for an FHA mortgage. FHA is a great option for people when their credit is growing or they're starting out and the down payment savings are less. There's certain reasons why FHA is a really good fit. It fits you best and it needs certain items from you for me to get you pre-approved. So let's take a minute to talk through what those items are and exactly what they will look like. For FHA, I typically need a month's worth of pay stubs. That means if you're paid every week, I need 4. If you're paid every 2 weeks or semi-monthly, I need 2. I need your tax returns for the last 2 years, your federal tax returns. I need your W-2s for the last 2 years. And I need your most recent bank statement. So what do those things look like so that you can get me the right things right out of the gate? Well, I've got some examples for you. All right, this is what a pay stub typically looks like. I'm gonna go over here. I'm looking for a couple key things with it. It should be a document, something like this. It may look a little different, but it should have your employer's name on it. That's important. It needs your employer's name. It needs your name. It needs your recent pay information for this time period. What is your pay information? And the date to tell us what time period we're looking at so I can see that, it's recent. It should show your year-to-date income, and it should show any deductions, any insurance that comes out, taxes, that type of thing. So when you're looking for the pay stubs that I need, and I need a month's worth again, please make sure it's this type of document that has their name, your name, date range, current pay, year-to-date pay, and the deductions. I need all those pieces on it for it to qualify as the pay stub I'm looking for. All right, so let's get me a month's worth of those. Let's also get me some W-2s. This is what a W-2 looks like. It will have the year that it was issued. It will say W-2. That helps. It's got your employer's information for that year. It's got your information. It's got the income you made. This is a document you would have gotten from your employer the year that we're talking about. So you got it in the mail, you used it to file your taxes. It is not the same as your tax returns. It is a different document. And if you had multiple employers in the year, you will have multiple ones of these. So I need it from all employers for the last 2 calendar years. I also need your federal tax returns for the last 2 years. It's probably going to look something like this. It should say the year on the top, 2020, 2019, 2000, whatever. It should say 1040 somewhere on the bottom. Each year they change this form a little bit, so it's going to look a little different. There are typically multiple pages to this. It may be 1 page. I think 1 year it was. 2 pages is more common. You might have some schedules behind it, so you might have 3, 4, 5 pages. I need all the pages. I don't need all the work pages. If you have like TurboTax or something and they give you 100 pages, I don't need all 100. You can send me the full document and I'll take out the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever that I need. But this is what a federal tax return looks like. So this is what I'm talking about. I need your last 2 years. Last thing, bank statement. A lot of people, when I ask for a bank statement, they send me their transaction history because it is their bank information, but it doesn't have everything I need. A bank statement, a traditional bank statement is what I'm looking for. And the key things that are on it that will let you know it's the right document, it should have your bank's name. It should have your name. It should have a date range. Typically, it's a 30-date range. And then it will list all of the things going in and out of your account. But it's important that it has their name and your name in that date range. It will also often say page numbers, like this is page 1 of 1. It'll also often say how many pages there are. And there's normally more than one. There's normally 3, 4, 5, 6, depending on how often you use your debit card. I need all the pages. So every page of your traditional bank statement is what I'm looking for. Now, where do you find these things? I know a lot of us don't get pay stubs anymore. So if you have like a payroll app on your phone, that's great. You often can open up and see a traditional pay stub in there. It's somewhere in there if you look around for it. And normally on the bottom of the page, you're going to see what looks like a little 3-sided box with an up arrow, 3 sides and an up arrow in it. That, if you push, should give you the option to send that pay stub by email, by text, by whatever. Go ahead and push that and it will give you the option to email that document to me. That's what I'd like you to do. You should be able to do that with your bank statement as well. If you go to your online banking, there should be an e-statement option somewhere on there. And when you open it, you can save it as a PDF and send it to me, or you can use that little up arrow often and send it that way. So get me those items. Actually, don't get them to me. My transaction coordinator's name is Amanda. You're going to get to know her during this process. She is wonderful. And she's going to be the one who's gathering her paperwork. She's the queen of the paperwork. So any paperwork you send to me, I'm going to forward on to her. So we'll loop her in and you can send things directly to her at this stage. She will review them. I'll be viewing them with her as well. And once we have all the right pieces, then we can get that pre-approval letter to you. And then you can start home shopping, which will be really exciting. All right. Thank you for your time on this and for letting me help you do this as quickly and smoothly as possible. I wish you all the best.